Al Road, Aldi Rogatis, Jim Simpson, Pat Summerall here on NBC's coverage of the Super Bowl. Baltimore did not get a first down in the third period. New York had the ball about 75% of the time. Baltimore did not cross the 50-yard line.
Kurt, it's really amazing when you see it, but you know, it's been an interesting defensive change also. Ordell Bracy and Don Shinnick have both been out in most of that march. Roy Hilton, number 85, is at right defensive end. Ron Porter, number 55, is at the right linebacker, sorry.
The Jets have a 2nd and 6 for a touchdown on the Baltimore 6. Namath sets him down. Baltimore with a a 9-man front and 2 cornerbacks hanging off. And it looked like Baltimore jumped. Curtis may have jumped the linebacker. Matt Snell, it looked to us up here with that motion catching your eye that the linebacker, Mike Curtis, jumped on that play. We'll see. We're coming over and talking it over with Namath, the offensive captain of the Jets. The Jets made him offensive captain this year to give him some responsibility half the distance to the goal, and he took it this year. He matured. Offside against Baltimore. And Lou Michaels, is now in there, and Ron Porter on that goal line defense.
Right, Kurt, they're going with that goal line. You recall the last time Matt Snell scored, it was on a slant to the left side.
2nd down and goal to go, 3 yards to go. That's only the 2nd penalty of the game. Here's Snell trying to get outside. He doesn't make it. Coming up to hit him, Lou Michaels, number 79, and Rick Boak, number 21.
The Jets have a technical appearing play where it looks like a run with Billy Mathis leading Matt Snell. Only Namath will keep that ball. Mathis will slip on out into the end zone, out into the flat. But the appearance of a run draws those linebackers and cornerbacks right up. We might look for him to go to it.
3rd and 3 to go for a New York Jet touchdown on the Baltimore 3. Slams it to Billy Mathis, and he can't make it. Did you see Namath slam that ball into his belly as he started out? He wanted to be sure that on that handoff there'd be no fumbles. And now the field goal team is coming on. Dennis Garbats, the middle linebacker, made that stop on the 2. 4th and 2 for a Jet touchdown. And Jim Turner, who's kicked 2 field goals in the game, now will have a short one, but from an angle on the near side. And when you're closer to that goalpost, it's a little tougher. They'd rather be farther back. We thank you. Borelli will spot it on the 9. There's your kick, and it is good. Jim Turner has kicked his 3rd field goal of the game. And action will continue here at the Super Bowl. The score, the New York Jets 16 and the Baltimore Colts nothing.
Fred Flintstone, an employee of Slate Rock Gravel Company. His wife, Wilma, a stay-at-home mom. Yet on this working man's salary, how did Wilma afford a necklace made of huge rocks?
Mr. Slate pays well, but he doesn't pay that well.
An investigation would reveal that Fred had the Flintmobile insured with Geico, saving the couple untold amounts of money. Their friendship with the Rubbles would soon become strained.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Some people go to extremes to protect themselves. Now, you don't have to. Introducing new Alka-Seltzer Plus Immunity Complex. It's a special formula of immunity-supporting ingredients. And the big difference is B vitamins for energy support to help keep you going. Support your energy. Support your immunity. New Alka-Seltzer Plus Immunity Complex.
Jim Turner, who has kicked 34 field goals and 3 in this game, credits Babe Pirelli. Notice how Pirelli spots that ball with the laces forward for him. Pirelli is very sure it's placing the ball, and Turner gives Pirelli a lot of credit for his field goal success. Curly Johnson kicking off, and he booms it deep. Preston Pearson fumbles it around, and is going to have to run it out. He gets to the 5. Look out. And he makes a great run. He turned what looked like a disaster into a 32-yard kickoff.
And they're the kind of plays, Kurt, that always beat you, because one thing that happens is the defensive unit coming downfield stops. And as soon as they stop, although I'm sure Pearson was undecided in making that run back, he did not know whether he was forced to or not, but it's because the line stopped.
Unitas at quarterback. Baltimore's not crossed the 50-yard line in this half. They have not made a first down. Unitas a short toss to Mackey, and he's hit. That's how you have to stop him. Around the ankles. He has the most powerful thighs in pro football. And Larry Grantham, who weighs 212, stopped Mackey, who weighs 230. But Mackey's real force is in those legs. So now it's on the 32-yard line of Baltimore. Second down 5. Unitas has replaced Morrow here late in the third quarter. Matty running a sweep. Breaks through and is met by Al Atkinson. A very underrated middle linebacker played at Villanova.
And also a fine play by Ralph Baker, number 51. He had an awful lot of interference. They make the first down. Despite that, there was an awful lot of interference in front of Ralph. He forced it back to the inside, and as Kurt Gowdy called it, good inside-outside pursuit by number 62, Al Atkins.
That's Baltimore's first down of the second half. They're on their 38. They're trailing 16-0. The sideline pattern to Willie Richardson. They say he caught it. Look out here. Johnny Sample going into the Baltimore bench, and somebody took a shot at him there. And Sample was pointing to number 84, Tom Mitchell, as if to say, look, I'll be seeing you after the ball game. Sample, who was questioned about being in this game as a cornerback, has played brilliantly. With a 6-yard gain of second down and 4. .11:57 to play. The Jets ahead 16-0. Unitas to Matty. Matty following Sullivan. Matty running beautifully. Gets it into New York territory at the New York 37. Tom Matty, one of the most valuable and versatile men in pro football. And he's picked up big yardage today. So the Colts are on the ground and they're moving now. They're surging. They're on the New York 37.
Matty, not a runner with brilliant speed, but you just pointed it out how well he followed Sullivan. Just weaving right off of his backside, just following him the angles, taking the opening.
Unitas is moving the club. 81, I think, is offside. Philbin, I believe, jumped. Jerry Philbin beat the snap. The ball's on the 26-yard line where Jerry Hill carried it. And I think they'll call this against Philbin of the Jets. They try to get the quick charge. Johnny Unitas says they're going to take the game, which gave Baltimore a first down on the New York 26.
And now, Kurt, here's a situation where number 87, Willie Richardson, who gave a big down-and-out move to John Sample, could be a very significant receiver. We might be looking for that post pattern.
Baltimore now, as Unitas has inspired in moving them, throws the out pattern incomplete, intended for Willie Richardson, number 87. And he was being covered by the safety man, Hudson, and then Sample also.
What's that?
They have not been able to hit Richardson deep today. In fact, Baltimore's not been able to hit a deep pass today. Unitas now is 3 out of 5 in the game. He replaced Morrow, and Morrow couldn't move Baltimore. Second down 10. Baltimore on the New York Jets 6. This is Baltimore's deepest penetration of the second half. 11 minutes and 14 seconds to play in the game. Jimmy Orr flanks to the left. Willie Richardson to the right, and Matty's in a slot. Here's Unitas, and it is intercepted. Andy Beverly downs it. That's the 4th interception by the Jets in the game. Beverly's intercepted too.
Here's that play again. Working on Orr, and you'll see Beverly, number 42, stepping just inside. Here he is all alone. Beverly covering. See Jimmy Orr giving him all sorts of moves. Beverly coming in just inside.
Kyle, we had hard feelings. We had a fight between Matty and Sample, which you didn't see. Beverly intercepted. And the Jets now have intercepted 4 Baltimore passes. And the Jets take over on the 20. shut out the mighty Colts. He may be sitting in one of sports' greatest upsets in history. Namath on the draw play. And getting out to the 22 with a tackle by Mike Curtis. Emerson Boozer carried the ball on the draw. Rick Volk came up to help him. 3rd and 7, Al DeRogatis.
And a very big play coming up with just 10 minutes to go. This is the last quarter of this football game. If they get the first down, Kurt, you could figure the Jets will eat up a minimum of 2 more minutes in that next series.
The clock moving. Baltimore needs 2 touchdowns and a field goal now. Here's a quick pitch to Boozer. And he has the first down. It looks like he just went across the 30. And he was hit there by Dennis Garbat. And also by 85, Roy Hilton, the right end. Boozer gets the Jets a big first down.
And this was the first pitch out they have tried. And what a key block thrown by George Sauer. He pinned that left side in, enabled Boozer to get out around.
The Jets have controlled the ball in the second half. 9 minutes to play. New York leading Baltimore 16-0. The shutout has gone the other way so far. Matt Snell. And that second effort turns him loose to the 40. And there's a flag down and a kicking. Maybe called a number 85, Roy Hilton. Let's see. They dropped the flag. There's some hard feelings going on in the game. Johnny Sample's sort of been the boy that has stirred it up. Well, let's see what this one's about.
And, of course, this hard feeling has been building up down here, as you know, Kurt, for the last 10 days since both clubs have come into their training camps. Statements being printed by one side or the other as to what's going to happen to the other side. And, of course, at this point, it looks like the Jets refuse to believe that they were 17, 18, 19-point underdogs, whatever it ended up being.
The trophy on the field is symbolic of the official trophy that will be awarded to the winner in the clubhouse after the game. New York has a first down in the Baltimore 44. Get back there. That was 74. Billy Ray Smith. Straight ahead. They open that hole again. And this interior line of the Jets has really played them some ball game today.
Kurt Galley, they've been absolutely tremendous. They were beating them to the weak side. Now Joe Namath comes with a slash, as Kyle called it, right up the middle. He's going with the long counts. He's going to consume as much time as possible. And these, Kurt, are the agonizing moments for the Baltimore Colts defense.
Former Ohio State star Matt Snell gets a tremendous hand. He has gained 100 yards in this game against the Colts. Many thought the Jets wouldn't get 50 as a team. Snell alone has 100. Second down, 3. Jets on the Baltimore 37. There goes Boozer. Boozer to the Baltimore 35. His forward motion stopped. Don Shinnick, the right linebacker, got him there. And also Ron Porter. Super Bowl game being brought to you in living color exclusively on NBC. Now this clock is moving. Long huddles, long signal counts. Don Shula looking up at the clock. Shula said, if we lose this game, every great thing we've done is out the window. We've had 15 victories, won an NFL championship, and the whole season is ruined if we get beat by the AFL underdogs. And they're going to have to put on a big rally. Mathis is stopped at the 35 by Lou Michaels, number 79. Michaels and Namath had a near fight during the week, then they patched up. When Namath told Michaels, we're going to beat you. Namath has been popping off all week about it, and so far he's backed up his word, the way old Diz Dean used to do it.
Kurt, a comment. Don Shula has made a change at his cornerbacks. Bobby Boyd has been out that whole series on the left side. Also, the right cornerback, Lenny Lyles, was taken out.
All right, here's a 42-yard field goal attempt by Jim Turner, who's already kicked 3 in the game. Babe Pirelli holding. And the kick is no good. It was to the left. It faded. It was a line drive that faded. Timeout. Action will continue here at the Super Bowl. The score, the New York Jets 16, the Baltimore Colts nothing. The Colts were last shut out in 1965 by the Bears. Unitas now 6 out of 15. Second and 10. The Colts on the 16. Great catch by Jimmy Orr. And a marker goes down, and they're going to call that on Al Atkinson.
Here's Orr all alone. Watch Beverly making the drop. Concerned about the deep pattern. No sensational move by Jim Orr. Just a simple move, curled in. Now watch Al Atkinson come.
There he is, number 62, and the flag dropped on him. Half the distance to the goal. Mitchell now comes in at tight end. Baltimore on the Jet 2-yard line. First and goal to go. 4 minutes and 14 seconds to play in the game. They're stopped short. And flags dropped all over the field again. We had only 2 penalties going into the fourth quarter. Clock stops with 4 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. New York ahead 16-0. Against New York. New York offside on the 1-yard line. First down and goal to go. Motion. Right on that goal line they wrestle around. Unitas trying to sneak. Everybody trying to get underneath him. Down at the bottom of the pile is number 80, John Elliott, the right tackle. Now they start the clock again. And it's getting to be vital, that clock. Baltimore finally moving here in this half. They were really throttled in the third quarter. They didn't make a first down. And they try and jam over again in a big pileup. Tom Matty is stopped right at the goal line. There goes Johnny Sample running in. And down there at the bottom of that pile against Matty is a very tough safety man of the Jets, Jim Hudson.
And that Jim Hudson really comes up and he really popped. But you've got to admire, Kurt, the tremendous effort. Really, here it is, the goal line. They're consuming all kind of time. Unitas might score with it, but the time is going.
Third down and a half yard to go. They've had 2 pops to that goal line, haven't got it over. They give it to Hill and he goes over. And Baltimore finally gets on the scoreboard with 3:19 to play. Jerry Hill going over from a half yard out. Now can the Jets hold? Baltimore may try an onside kick. They'll try anything to get the ball back. Jerry Hill going over. Baltimore was shut out until 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in this game. The 2-point option is not in effect in this game. The kick is up, and it is good. Lou Michaels boots it. Bobby Boyd was holding. So now it's 16-7. The Jets leading. We'll be in the both locker rooms after the game on our post-game show, so stay with us. We'll be in the winners' locker room and also in the lose. This evening, NBC, or Tuesday evening, NBC News brings you live color coverage of President Johnson's farewell State of the Union message to Congress, beginning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on NBC, television and on radio.
Now, Kurt, the Jets are playing very tight, looking for the onside kick. Lenny Lyles is on the far side of the field. If he comes with the onside, it might be to try to get Lenny Lyles to it.
Let's see what they do now. The Colts are desperate. They're trailing 16-7, and just over 3 minutes left to play. Unitas took them 80 yards. And they try it. Look out. Baltimore has the ball. Baltimore has it. Tom Mitchell fell on it. Everybody in the stadium knew. Number 84 fell on it. Everybody in the stadium knew it was going to be an onside kick. And Baltimore recovered it. There's Mitchell. Tom Mitchell from Bucknell, who was released from the AFL and picked up by the Colts. So now it's a first down for Baltimore on the New York 44. And as long as Unitas is in there, this isn't over yet. He just took Baltimore 80 yards in their double slot to the sideline. And it is, I think they call it a completion. Willie Richardson with Sample on him, working in those sidelines to stop the clock. 3 minutes to go. Amazing how many plays you can get off if you work those sidelines.
And here, Kurt, is where John Unitas is absolutely brilliant. He has no peer when it comes to the 2, and now it's just exactly 3 minutes to go in the football game. The down and outs, the look-ins, he's just brilliant.
Baltimore finally came to life here late in the game. And now they're threatening. They've just scored, and they're right back again. Second down. 4 to go. And it's complete to Jimmy Orr. Jimmy Orr on a slant pattern, catching that ball. And Baltimore will have a quick lineup here.
Here he is, John Fires. This pass has been the big pass all day. He just gets himself between the defender and the passer.
Back to live action to the sideline again, and complete. And Unitas now is really getting hot. Willie Richardson caught that one. Unitas in dramatic fashion, after being injured all year, coming off the bench and trying to save the Colts from one of sports history's biggest upsets. On the 19-yard line of the Jets. They have a second down and 5 to go. Unitas now is 10 out of 19. If he pulls this one out, what a story it's going to be. It is knocked down by Johnny Sample, covering Willie Richardson. He was running a post pattern, and Sample just stuck that hand in there in front of him.
You're going to see a really great defensive play right here. Here's Richardson beating what looks like Sample. Sample's arm comes right over the football. Great play.
Third down and 5 to go. Big play for Baltimore here and late in the game was a down pass by Unitas on his own 20-yard line when they had 10 yards to go as he hit Jimmy Orr. If Baltimore had not completed that pass, the Jets would have had the ball deep in Baltimore territory with a 16-point lead. Third and 5. Baltimore on the Jet 19. He has the time, and his pass is no good. They got to him. Rochester, 72, the left tackle, finally hit him as Unitas went down, and also number 81, Jerry Philbin. Now, 4th and 5. Baltimore on the Jet 19 with 2:26 to play, and the Jets leading 17-6.
At the beginning of this last series, Weeb Eubank made a defensive change. He took Berlin Biggs out of the football game, put number 50, Carl McAdams, in at the right defensive end. Kurt, the reason to get the big pass rush.
16-7. New York ahead. 16-7. On the 19, 4th and 5. And this will be it for Baltimore if they don't hit. 4th and 5. Unitas back. His pass incomplete, and the Jets take over. Grantham covering the linebacker, number 60, going back to cover Jimmy Orr. And he really got back as he backpedaled off. But give Johnny Unitas a lot of credit for rallying the Baltimore team in its offense. Now the Jets are going to try and stall this game away. They're on their own 20-yard line with a first down. They can't stall all the time remaining on that scoreboard, but maybe they can use up quite a bit of it. 2:21 left to play. The Jets leading 16-7. The score at halftime was New York 7, Baltimore nothing. Baltimore did not score until 3 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. Namath to Snell, and of course All he's doing is trying to hang on to the ball. And they've called time. And has the timeout been charged to Baltimore? I believe it has. The timeout has been charged to the Colts. So that's their first timeout now this second half.
And a big one. You're going to see, Kurt, every time they stop it, they call the timeout. But that's as important to Joe Namath as moving the football. And I'm sure Joe would rather move the football.
They're allowed the 3 timeouts. They've taken 1, 2 more, then they can't take any more. If they call 2 timeouts in the next plays and the Jets kick, then Baltimore will have to come out with their quick lineups, go into their 2-minute drill, and then run the sidelines to stop the clock or throw the ball away to stop it. It was 7-0 at the end of the half. It was 13-0 New York at the end of the third period. Don Shula, brilliant young coach. His team almost fantastic this year on defense. They shut out 4 teams. They shut out the Cleveland Browns. For the first time, the Browns have been shut out in 10 years in the NFL championship game. But they've had a tiger by the tail today in the aroused New York Jets. Namath hit 17 out of 28 passes. They give it to Snell again, and he's just trying to hold on to the ball, and it comes through. Oh, he's made that second effort today. They stop. Baltimore calls time, stop the clock again now with 2 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Jerry Logan made that tackle on Snell. Snell now has run for 106 yards in this game.
And Kurt, the big play, the big running play has been the way they've been able to negotiate that weak side. Great blocking by Boozer. Mathis has been tremendous. The entire offensive line, as we've been saying all afternoon. But when that ball goes to number 41, Matt Snell, he knows the direction he wants to go in.
Weave Eubank, arms crossed, built Baltimore, gave them their foundation for the championship. He won 2 world titles there. Unitas was his quarterback. They released him. He came over to the Jets, and here in his 6th year, he won the AFL championship this year, and he could win the world championship, depending on what happens here in the last 2 minutes and 8 seconds. 3rd and 4 for the Jets. If they could get a first down now, it'd be something for them. Gives it to Snell, and Snell may have it. Ooh, he's run hard today. Jerry Logan, number 20, came up. And it is a first down for the New York Jets. And the 2-minute warning is being given. Action will continue here at the Super Bowl. The score, the New York Jets 16 and the Baltimore Colts 7.